3.
Hi, Internet.
We have more questions. These are from Goatman. And that's about it on that. So, question 1, if it has not already been asked, how are you both doing, and what is on the drink tab tonight?
Doing okay. Currently water.
Water is good.
Root beer and Malibu, but I'm not drinking water, but currently water.
And I continue with the stuff, and I'm doing pretty good.
By the stuff, he means Dr. Pepper and caramel vodka. In case somebody missed it.
What Elder Scrolls race and class type would you start out as? And you don't know nothing about it, do you?
Not enough to even start. Sorry.
It's okay. There's elves. There's men. There's cat people and lizard people. And some of the elves are also orcs. Or the orcs are elves.
Probably some form of elf.
I would go with Dunmer. Because I think their history is really neat. And who doesn't want red eyes? And as far as class stuff, sword, magic, shield, bigger sword.
Magic.
I would start out as a swords and spells kind of mixing that together, you know. Dashing, swashbucklery type stuff, flinging fire with the other hand. And then I would, you know, sneak by the occasional thing, you know, just because you gotta. And then, like, you know, you go into a dungeon. You gotta start sneaking because you want to get up closer before you start flinging fire at people. And then I would, you know, well, I found this bow, and I've got a clean shot, so I might as well take this shot, and fuck, I made another stealth archer. If you had to choose one, pies or cakes?
I'm going with pies, but I'm also counting cheesecake as pie. Because it is, I'm sorry.
It's a pie. There's no two ways about it. It is not cake. There's no flour. It's pie. And yes, pies is where I would go to because there's so many options. There's fruit pies, there's custard pies, there's
nut pies you can eat now.
Yes. I had a voluntary abstinence from all tree nut products for a long time. Any tips for long distance relationships?
I won't include the word lots of communication, schedule what you can, talk through what you can. Different forms of communication, whether that be Marcos, whether that be Discord, whether that be Tumblr or Facebook, text message, lots of communication, figure out what you can, figure out what's okay and what's not okay. We're polyamorous, so it's in some cases it needs as much or more communication, but sometimes that means you can be with a partner even if you're not necessarily with the partner during a long distance.
Yeah. Communication. Just talk as much as you can. Remember that it's difficult for all parties. And
also remember what you need and vocalize it.
Yes.
Because if you need, you know, cuddles, if you need to be messaged every night, if you need kisses, if you need
you can't read body language
whatever
the same way. So
it is sometimes more difficult because you have to say what you need. You have to be aware of what you need because they're not necessarily going to know, hey, I need to reach out because they haven't talked to me for today. They may or may not know your communication style. Learn your communication style, learn what you need, vocalize.
Alright. Would you ever have a devil's threesome?
Quite possibly. I have not, but I probably would.
I have. And yes, I would recommend, would do again. Yeah. Anyone who doesn't know can look it up. I'm sure Urban Dictionary has it somewhere. It's stupid, and I'm sure they have some real dumb shit associated with it. Because
considering what's in the parentheses is what is the devil's threesome, at least 2 dudes.
Yeah.
Like I said, have not, probably would.
What's your weirdest solo sexual experience?
Damn. Can't think of that at the moment. Come back to me.
I mean, I'm not sure. Again, weird is relative. Is this asking, like, what's the weirdest fantasy I've had while by myself? Or, like, because, yeah, I don't know. I mean, definitely fantasies where faces shift in the middle, where it's multiple people but it's only one person. That always feels a little strange to me. Usually that's a dream thing, but it's happened just in my head.
Yeah, that's happened. Maybe the first time I squirted by myself. Cause yeah, I can do that.
I'm sure that was a little interesting. Describe a sex fantasy that you want to try in detail. Without blushing. That's not part of the question.
Yeah, that couldn't be part of the question. You go.
I really want to have a public experience where I'm on a stage with a partner or multiple partners, and there's an audience watching. That just sounds wonderful to me. So, people in front of me, a live audience, so I can see their reactions. Probably do impact, as well as many other things. Full intercourse, oral, all while being watched. That is probably number one for me.
Well, there's the kidnap fantasy, and I don't 100% know how that would work out as far as in detail. I also maybe at one point have brought an outfitter that there was a possibility would be removed from me, not just the hand. Cut off me.
Least favorite sex positions.
I can't think of any at the current moment.
Yeah, I mean,
Ones where our fucking knees decide to give out. Like,
yeah.
when body parts decide to, not
Right.
function.
I think, I mean, maybe, like, yeah, I don't know. They're all good in their own ways. Do you prefer you or your partner to come first?
I don't know.
Partner.
I believe I typically do end up coming first. Just because. Vagina?
And again, that's not the end goal. Like, yes, it's wonderful, and I absolutely do things with that in mind. But yeah.
Both? Sometimes more than once?
Did we answer the confidence one? I think we did. Yes.
Yes, we did. We answered it when our Kiki was our last.
Yes. Favorite place to come? Backseat of a Volkswagen? Oh, wait, no. Again,
the airport parking garage was kind of good.
Depends on what's going on and the partner. Yeah.
I mean, face, hands, cock, whatever. It all works.
And what is the weirdest compliment you've gotten?
I love your hairy pussy or something along those. I love your hairy cunt, I think. Was probably one of the weirdest. This was back when Tumblr still allowed, full-on nudes.
Yeah, I don't know about weird. I mean, someone who I have never slept with called me a sex god. That might be it.
I mean, they are not entirely wrong. Oh wait, probably not drunk enough still to say that. Oh well, I'll get some more drunk later.
Alright, well that's all the questions out of that one. I think that's probably good for this video. We will see you again shortly.